Hey everyone, I'm so excited to have you join us today. If you enjoy, you're in the right place. Before we dive into today's video, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our future content. We're building an awesome community here, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. Jang unleashed a relentless stream curses, his eyes blazing with fury. Ryo said, "That's good mindset. This wouldn't be fun if you just rolled over, right?" Jang charged forward, disgrading, the pain coursing through his body. As a player, he could still move despite the injuries, unlike an average person. In the blink of an eye, a dagger materialized in Jang's right hand. He swung the dagger wildly, desperately attacking to strike. Jang said, "What? He dodged everything? You're still just using a goblin short sword." His opponent's mocking rang out as he brought his scythe down, and in a flash, his hand cut off. A wave of agony surged from his core. Ryo said, "Does it hurt? I haven't even started yet." Ryo swung the scythe and cut his other wrist. Jang said, "I'm going to die at this rate. I want to get out of her alive. I'll need to blink this bastard eyes first." With his limbs severed, Jang's body began to emit a blinding white light. To his bewilderment, the light failed to radiate as expected. What happened? Why didn't it work? "Why?" Ryo said silently. "Try all you want. Pointless. Light simply can't pierce through the night of death." Anticipating this, Ryo had already prepared the skill of the Night of Death. "Well, I would have just cut off his hands and feet if I didn't have a way to counter his light." While thinking about it, Ryo waved his scythe and his feet were cut off. Only now, belatedly, did he cry out on agony upon seeing his severed ankles. Jang said, "You demon bastard! Why are you doing this to me? Why? You want to know why?" The scythe struck his back twice in quick succession. "Do I need a reason to kill an insect? It's because you're stip-up trouble and I let you live." Pain coursed through his body, splattering blood in its wake. It was a hopeless situation with no escape routes. As Jang writhed in torment, his mind struggled to find clarity. All he could think of at that moment is salvation. The moment he thought it would be better to just die and tried to bit up his tongue. Ryo lifted his head with the scythe and said, "Are you trying to kill yourself? You didn't think I'd let you go so easily, did you?" Once again, the scythe moved, piercing through his thighs. "I'm not going to let you die until you're begging me for it." Jang didn't want to suffer anymore. I need stop the pain. And all that he could think of is how much he wanted this to end. Ryo said, "What was that? Kill me, please." Ryo replied, "Are you sure?" Ryo said, "You don't know why I'm doing this. From your perspective, today was our first meeting. Still, I can exactly say we're strangers to each other. Jang, we've actually met before." A flicker of surprise flashed across Jang's eyes. "He knows my name?" Jang cautiously spoke up. "Are you connected with the girl? That's not it. I don't know that girl at all. You kidnapped my younger brother, and then you used him to make me reveal what I know." "I did. I've never. It hasn't happened yet. It's something you would have done in the future. For me, it's also something you did in the past. I hadn't stopped in when I did. You would have probably obtained the heart's true thoughts rune." Jang asked, surprised. "The heart's true thoughts rune?" Ryo said. "There's a rune hidden here somewhere. Do you know the secret to obtaining it? You see, you need to hear the voice of truth from someone. The voice of truth? You need to hear someone speak the truth from the bottom of their heart. If I hadn't stopped, and you would have molested and tortured that woman. In the process, she would have earnestly begged for you to let her go. After obtaining the heart's true thoughts rune, you would have used it for your own benefit and that commit even more crimes." Jang couldn't refuse it. Ryo had an accurate understanding of his behavior and personality. "I've already confirmed it all the multiple tries. Even if we don't consider what you would have done, you're still a piece of trash who deserves to die for your 12 previous crimes," Jang said. If I deserve to die, then kill me quickly. Ryo replied, "No, I won't be doing a thing." Ryo's scythe closed Zhang's gaping mouth. "Why do you think I've been talking like this? I'm waiting for you to die your own." Zhang attempted to bite his tongue and end his life, but his intentions were thwarted. The scythe pressed against his jaw was preventing him from opening his mouth. Even when he remained motionless, his entire body throbbed with excruciating pain from the punctured wounds and said, "Kill me quickly. Everything hurts too much. You said you wanted to get the heart's true thoughts rune. You need to hear the truth from the bottom of my heart for that, right? Then why are you stopping me from talking?" Ryo said, "You're wondering why I'm not even letting you talk. Well, it's because I wanted to test the heart's true thoughts rune." Zhang's eyes widened and said, What? "Unfortunately for you, I already have the rune. Don't you remember? You earnestly begged for me to kill you. When you did, the rune reacted to your earnest plea. I just tested it, and it worked perfectly." Zhang said, "You got what you wanted, so kill me." "No, you can't die that easily. It wouldn't be fair to your victims." Zhang said, "You bastard demon," and so were his last words. Ryo said, "There he goes. There aren't any witnesses, but I should clean things up a bit. With the common skill, I also managed to learn." The once blood-soaked scene transformed into a clean environment as if by magic. Not a trace of Zhang's body remained. This remarkable transformation was all thanks to the newly acquired common skill. Universal skill, trace erasure. Effect: erases all traces at the scene, including corpses, bloodstains, fingerprints, footprints, and more. Ryo said, "Since I got what I wanted, I'll need to meet Ma tomorrow, right?" The following day at lunchtime, one couldn't help but be surprised when he saw his brother dressed in a suit. It was the first time he had seen his brother in formal attire. And he said, "Bro, do you have a date today?" "Why a date?" "You don't usually wear such formal clothes," Ryo replied. "It's an important occasion. I am meeting a business partner." "You're going into business?" one said silently. "He went all in on stocks the other day, and now he's going into business." "What if he fails?" "He'd be upset." One was worried about the emotional impact, not just the money. A smile appeared on Ryo's face and said, "I will meet you in on the details if the meeting goes well." "Don't worry too much. You trust your brother, right?" He replied, "I do. Who would I trust?" Ryo said, "Just wait here for me. Other players are making it dangerous to go out. Yeah, I saw that news. They're using their abilities for crime. I heard that they've been having problems overseas with criminals escaping prison with their powers as well." Right. Even criminals were given the chance to become players if they fell within the age range. Ryo said in himself, "Players become stronger, and the population decreases each month, so it would be even weirder if things hadn't changed. Also, later on, there will be a time when normal people are hunted like animals and treated as slaves. That's when the players will be at their peak. Before the world becomes so lawless, I need to become overwhelmingly strong and raise Black Scythe's reputation in the process." Ryo expressed his thoughts while putting on his shoes. "In any case, be careful if you go outside." One replied, "Got it. When will you tell me about your business?" "It's a secret. I'll tell you soon, so stop it with the nagging. Just wait here and get yourself some lunch, something more expensive than black soybean noodles, okay?" Ryo stepped into the lobby of a hotel owned by none other than Tsun Group. Ryo approached the front desk, attempting to appear unsure with a hint of naivety. "Hello, I came here for an appointment. I was told to come to the front desk." "Are you talking about an appointment with the president of Heavenly Demon Consulting?" Ryo said, "Yes. The president would be there soon. You can wait over there in meantime." "Okay, thank you." After a polite bow, Ryo walked awkwardly to the lobby lounge and took a seat, waiting for Ma Kyungrok. While waiting, gazed at the chandelier hanging from the ceiling, his mouth slightly agape, resembling a curious fool, and said, "Chandelier is so cool. Are you Mr. Rio?" Rio feigned surprise, and even Sang Cheol, with his stoic demeanor, displayed a hint of astonishment. Sang Cheol said, "We meet each other before, right? At the Galleria Forest Long-Term Hotel. Yes, I think we saw each other while I was handing out rice cakes after I moved it. You were next to actress Aaron, right?" As soon as Rio confirmed, Sang Cheol bowed respectfully and said, "Yes, I apologize for the discourtesy I showed back then." Although appeared apologetic on the surface, his true sentiments were different and said, "It doesn't even look like he's 20, but this kid is the major shareholder who invested 280 millions won." Rio said silently, "He's definitely suspicious of me. Is it a natural reaction since it's unbelievable for me to have so much money at my age?" Rio, response to his apology, "Fine, we didn't really know each other. I never expected the president of Heavenly Demon Consulting to be living right about me." Sang Cheol said, "Please don't misunderstand. I'm not the president. Let me give a belated introduction. I am Section Chief Sang Cheol. The president will be little late, so I arrived first. Let's go inside and wait. Please just wait there for a moment." While Rio waiting, Teetha took their seats in the reserved room, and Rio observed Sang Cheol fidgeting with his phone near the door. "President, I've met him face to face, and there's no way he invested the amount of money himself. Someone else may have sent him in their stead, so please be careful." The massage from the text translated directly into his thoughts. She could even understand his unspoken ideas. Rio said, "Just as I expected, he sent Sang Cheol to scout me out first. There's no way a person as meticulous as Gyeonrok would be accidentally late to such an important meeting." A moment later, Gyeonrok entered and said, "Hello, I am President Gyeonrok of Heavenly Demon Consulting." Quickly rising to his feet, Rio shook the hand President Ma extended. President Ma said, "Section Chief, you'll be sitting next to me." Rio siad silently. He's including Sang Cheol in the meeting without even asking me first? It looks like he's trying to subtly take the initiative. Shortly after dishes arrived according to MW Gyeonrok's instructions, and said, "Let's eat before we get to business. I prepared Korean food, so I hope it suits your tastes." Rio response, "Well, everything tastes good in luxurious hotels like this one. It's delicious. I'm glad you like it." Their exchange consisted mostly of occasional comments. However, for Rio, who could read their inner thoughts, it was not a time devoid of meaning. Even without uttering a word, Rio could grasp their thoughts. Section Chief was right. It's too young to have invested to 280 billion won himself. Even if he had the money, he doesn't seem to have the mettle. He's definitely working for someone. Who sent him? My brothers? My uncle? I'll just have to find out. Then President Ma said, "I was very surprised when I first saw you, Mr. Rio. I never expected our major shareholder to be so young. Could I ask how old you are?" Rio replied, "I'm 20. 20. I'm 29. It's nice to meet someone in the same age group." "So how did you get to hold such an enormous amount of money at your age? Are you the son of a conglomerate family?" Rio said, "He's being pretty straightforward." Dismissing the notion with a nonchalant wave, Rio responds, "Not at all. I was just an ordinary student until just recently." Perplexed, Gyeonrok asked, "Until just recently?" "Yes. Have you seen the news lately?" "What do you mean? Did you see the article, 'The Sudden Millionaire Who Won the Lottery 4 times in a Row'?" "Yes, I did see that." Rio's lips curl into a slight smile as he said, "That's me. I am the winner of 4 consecutive lotteries." Rio's confession left Gyeongrok's eyes wide open and said, "Is this true? You are the winner who made the news a few months ago, Mr. Rio. According to the article, the total winnings would have only been about 60 billion won. How did you get 280 billion? "I invested in Bitcoin a bit." "Bitcoin? That's the whole story? Ma Kyunggrok's expression changed upon hearing that and said, "You are truly incredible. What made you want to invest 60 billion in Bitcoin? I don't think I could have done that." Sang Cheol said, "It seems like you were very lucky." Rio response, "I wasn't lucky." Sang Cheol said too, "Right, I remember the news article saying that you said the lottery numbers were given to you in a dream. If that isn't luck, then." Rio replied, "I didn't get it from a dream," and said silently, "Is it the only thing I can do to gain Gaion Rock's acceptance and turn him to my side?" Then said too, "This is the first time I've ever revealed this to others, but I have the future sight rune." Ma Kyunggrok was surprised and said, "What?" Rio spoke with clear pronunciation. "It's a rune that let me say a few years ahead. In other words, I am a prophet who can look into the future."
お前はもう死んでいる。